Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiance, Jasmine Pineda finally meets Matt's family but things get awkward fast. Jasmine Pineda finally met Matt Bronny's family on 90 Day Fiance. The former looked quite nervous to make a good impression on her potential mother and sister-in-law. However, viewers spotted the awkward look on Matt's face after things got weird. He has been pretty worried about introducing his baby mama to his family on the show. The Romanian star wasn't sure how his family would react after meeting her. Matt talked about his cultural beliefs and conservative background before the meeting. Jasmine was in disbelief to see her partner's newfound values and beliefs. She wasn't ready to change herself or hide anything about her. The Panamanian native felt her baby daddy should deal with the consequences of his actions. How did the meeting go? Why did Matt look tense? 90 Day Fiancé stars Jasmine and Matt never expected to expand their families so soon. The former was waiting to fix her marriage with Gino. However, the accidental pregnancy changed her life forever. The reality star finally said goodbye to her past for a bright future. Matt moved to Florida with Jasmine on Happily Ever After. The pair welcomed their baby girl in the recent episode. The reality TV stars were feeling overwhelmed with emotions after holding their baby for the first time. Matt admitted to being scared of becoming a dad to his baby girl. He was afraid to touch her because she was too small and fragile. Jasmine also got emotional to hold her princess after going through extreme pain and sleepless nights. She named her daughter after Matt and introduced her as Matilda. 90 Day Fiancé, Jasmine meets Matt's family after baby's birth. Matt Bronny's hid the news of his messy love life from his family. He was afraid to admit impregnating a married woman and planning a future with her. The 90 Day Fiancé star didn't know how his family would react because of their conservative beliefs. Recently, Matt's family visited him to meet Jasmine and their baby. He was holding his baby girl in his arms while the latter was talking to his family. Pineda stated, "I am so nervous and happy to finally meet you first." Matt's mom and sister looked so happy to meet her. The latter shared how much her brother talked about his baby mama. She realized that his partner is beautiful, intelligent, and funny. Matt's sister felt it finally made sense why he fell for her. Meanwhile, his mom joked, "God accepted me as a sinner, and all of us, Jasmine too." Jasmine tried to impress Matt's family by saying she honored them by including their last name in Matilda. The latter's mom couldn't believe seeing him become a father. According to ET, Matt's family was surprised to see him as a father. But they loved meeting Jasmine. Fans gushed over the reality TV star's mom and sister. They called them genuine and sweet for not stirring up any drama. One fan said, "So happy to see them accepting her and all are happy." Another user feels Bronny's brought out the best in Pineda, and she was glowing. They never imagined seeing her so happy with Gino. Many viewers also hope to see the 90 Day Fiancé couple happy. Keep returning for more tea on Jasmine and Matt's love story. The morning sun in Miami felt bright enough to burn through nerves, but Jasmine Pineda still trembled as she smoothed the fabric of her fitted sundress. Today meant everything. After weeks of worrying, ranting, rehearsing, and re-rehearsing imaginary conversations in the bathroom mirror, she would finally meet Matt's family. The stakes astronomically high. Her fears just as big. Matt could sense her anxiety long before she mentioned it. He kept repeating there was nothing to worry about. They would love her. Things would be fine. But Jasmine, being Jasmine, knew better than to trust simplicity. She had watched enough families on 90 Day Fiancé to know the landscape was full of emotional landmines. And for her relationship with Matt, this moment wasn't just an introduction. It was the testing ground that could either unite them or expose fissures he'd worked hard to smooth over. As they drove to his parents' home, every passing street lamp felt like a countdown. "I should have worn something more conservative," she muttered, staring worriedly at her reflection in the passenger mirror. "You look beautiful," Matt said, squeezing her hand. Beautiful, didn't he reassure her? Beautiful, didn't he fix family skepticism, especially when people judged you before you spoke? Matt's parents lived in a quiet suburb, the kind where neighbors waved from driveways and lawns stayed permanently manicured. The scene was painfully wholesome, the opposite of her loud, eccentric Panamanian neighborhood. Before she could talk herself out of it, Matt opened his parents' front door. And just like that, silence swallowed the room. His mother, a soft-spoken woman named Kelly, wore a polite but tight smile that told Jasmine she was already being evaluated. His father, Roy, offered a humble greeting but folded his arms as if he didn't know what to do with his hands. A sister named Laura hovered nearby, studying Jasmine the way someone inspects a fragile heirloom they don't trust themselves to hold. Jasmine had barely stepped inside when Kelly said, "So, Jasmine, you've traveled a long way. How is Panama different from Miami?" An innocent question, but Jasmine instantly interpreted it as a probe. She stood taller. "I love my country. It is warm, emotional. People are very real. I hope to build something beautiful here too." Matt smiled, proud of her answer. The family guided them to the dining room where a home-style buffet waited. But even food could not buffer the tension. Every bite shared the table with curiosity, caution, and unspoken doubts. "So, Jasmine," Laura asked, "were you married before?" Jasmine froze. They were going in fast. "Yes," she admitted, "but that relationship taught me what I want. And what I don't." Matt added, "We've talked everything through. We've moved past it." But his parents exchanged looks. What they knew and maybe what Jasmine feared they would bring up was her previous relationship with Gino. A storyline that had spiraled into jealousy, fights, betrayals, and enough luggage drama to fill an airport. Matt's family didn't need reality TV cameras to remember what had played out online. "We just want to understand," Roy said, choosing his words carefully, "how you know this time is different." Jasmine's shoulders straightened. "Because I know what love feels like when it is wrong. Matt makes me feel safe." The room quieted. Her answer wasn't defensive. It was surprisingly vulnerable. But before anyone could respond, Laura asked, "And about your two sons, do they plan on moving here?" Matt winced. He knew this topic always cut deep. "My boys are everything to me," Jasmine said. "I would want them here one day, yes. But it's complicated." Roy tapped his fingers on the table. "How would that work financially, raising two additional children here isn't simple?" Matt stepped in quickly. "We'd take it one step at a time." But Jasmine felt the scrutiny sharpening. She had always feared that, to American families, she seemed like walking chaos, a vibrant and unpredictable hurricane arriving from a tropical shore. Suddenly, Kelly's eyes brightened and she asked the question everyone had been dancing around. "So, Jasmine, what happened with your ex-fiancé?" There it was. The room grew still. Even Matt tensed. Jasmine took a slow breath. "It ended," she said carefully, "because the trust died. I made mistakes. He made mistakes. But that story is over." She didn't go into every explosive detail. She didn't need to. Yet it was clear the family had already read between the headlines. Kelly tried to soften the tension. We just want our son to be happy. We've seen him hurt before. We're protective because we care. Jasmine nodded. I understand. I want the same thing. A quiet moment passed. But then, a curveball arrived. Laura brought up the age gap. You're older than Matt. Do you want more children? Matt nearly choked on his drink. Laura. It's a valid question, she replied. Jasmine swallowed thickly. I have thought about it. But life isn't something you calculate perfectly. And maybe, love can be enough. Her honesty surprised them. Eventually, the conversation shifted to safer topics: work, hobbies, food. Kelly complimented Jasmine's Spanish. Roy admitted he admired her resilience. Laura loosened up once Jasmine shared stories about her mother's cooking disasters. Still, awkwardness lingered like a shadow. After dinner, Matt's parents asked to speak with him privately on the patio. Jasmine remained inside, pretending not to eavesdrop, though her heart pounded like a drum. Through the sliding glass door, she watched Matt sit between his parents. Their voices rose and fell, too muffled to decipher. At one point, Kelly touched his arm gently. At another, Roy shook his head. Finally, they returned. Kelly's expression had softened. We just need time, she said. It's a lot to take in. But we can see you care about each other. It wasn't approval. But it wasn't rejection. And for Jasmine, that was enough for now. As they left, Laura surprised her with a hug. It was nice meeting you, she said, and for the first time all evening, Jasmine believed her. In the car, Jasmine exhaled shakily. I think they hate me. They don't, Matt said. They're just worried. About me. About us, he corrected. Silence took hold again, softer now. Jasmine stared forward, collecting her thoughts. The whole night had felt like a performance, every answer weighed, every gesture scrutinized. But beneath the awkwardness lay something real. She wasn't running from love anymore. She was fighting for it. And maybe that was enough. Matt reached for her hand. We'll get there, he said. For the first time all day, she believed him. The road ahead would be messy, complicated families, immigration realities, old baggage, new fears, but tonight, she'd taken the first step. And awkward as it was, it meant her new future was beginning.